Match 88, Mothra vs. Anguirus, by Stephanie Hughes. It was 2 days before Christmas, and a creature was stirring. To be exact, an ankylosaurus that was very well the last of his kind. Anguirus lumbered across the winter scene, barely feeling the bite of Jack Frost against his earth-colored
Wait,
scales.
wait,
So,
Jack Frost is in this match?
Yes.
Which Jack
I guess
Frost?
so. Jack Frost for the KWC?
Yeah, and 2 days before Christmas. Always keep that in mind.
Yes,
Important.
2 days before Christmas, and all through the house, there was a creature stirring called Anguirus,
Yes.
who was playing with who Jack Frost was trying to eat.
Yeah. So which Jack Frost is this? Is this the Jack Frost from
He's
the horror movie? The Jack Frost from the Michael Keaton movie? The
the
Jack
snowman
Frost
Jack
from
Frost?
the Jack Frost from that awful Santa Claus the 3 movie? Or the Jack Frost from that one Guardians movie?
All of them.
Yes.
I mean, he's trying to eat good guy Anguirus.
Yeah.
Merry
So
Christmas, everyone.
Yes.
so
Anyway.
so it's the one from so it's the one from the Santa Claus 3.
Yes.
Probably.
Maybe.
This stirring creature wanted nothing more than to rest his horned head for the rest of the winter. So then he raised his spiked nose towards the cloud-covered sky. One place he wanted, one place where he wouldn't be disturbed, one place where he could escape the raging conflagration that he had been dragged into into the past couple of months. One place untouched by man, and even more preferably another monster. Frustration. That's the word that would have surfaced in the mind of Anguirus right then and there if he had any knowledge of the English language. He climbed over yet another mountain in this winter
Get a
wonderland.
dictionary, Angus.
Yeah. He climbed over
Wait,
yet.
but Anguirus does know English.
Yes, he's a good
He can
guy.
speak, remember?
Yeah, good guy
He knows
Anguirus.
every language.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's multilingual. Didn't you know that? Anyway,
Yes.
But
He's
he doesn't know the
multilingual and
English
can only
language.
speak.
he climbed over yet another mountain in this winter wonderland and behold. Let me reread that. He climbed over yet another mountain in this winter wonderland, and behold, the ideal place. Not a structure in sight besides abandoned Shinto shrines, not a creature in this place that he could smell. This was a territory unmarked, and not only that, but it proved to him to be an ideal haven for the winter, for his hibernation. The wind came down in breezes rather than a crippling cold storm, as had been the case in other lands. No obnoxious sounds, only whistling wind and the occasional winter song of wolves howling in the distance and calmly echoing through the valley. Other than
Wait, he
these,
wanted a place untouched by man, but there are Shinto shrines there.
uh, they've been long since abandoned. So I think Anguirus recognizes when something's abandoned, because he knows the English language.
Yes. He
Other
knows every language.
Yes. Other than these things, the place was still. Pass.
How many am I reading again?
4.
For
Alright. He entered the center of this place, giving a wail of satisfaction to the skies that watched over him. Surely fortune had shined on him then. Thank you! Thinking too soon, an unusually harsh wind blew past him. Jeez, the wind's a bitch.
I mean, it's not like gravity.
Yeah, gravity. We need gravity versus wind. Is that match 200?
Gravity versus wind versus the ocean.
Yeah.
Yes. Nearly moving him a few paces and nearly tearing trees from their places. Trees stayed in place because this wasn't a creature of destruction that had just swept over, rather than a creature of peace. So Mothra is not only... So So Mothra is not only the protector of humanity and the earth, but she's also the protector of trees.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. This creature of peace went by the name of Captain Planet. Mothra. Here stood two creatures that had equally been allies as well as enemies to the king of the monsters himself. Now, this had been a sacred domain where souls rested and were now disturbed by another ancient beast. Mutantly, they had summoned Mothra to aid them in their rest. Winter was, in fact, a season for rest for most. Mothra was obliged to answer this call. And here she was, blocking what of the sun that had slipped between the cracks of two clouds. The sun was starting to set, just like in the
Man,
banner.
who knew that souls can be so greedy about where they live?
Oh yeah, totally.
I mean, when you think about it, in GMK, souls decided to go destroy Japan because why not?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mothra chirped a shrill warning, using the souls as her guide, as her what's it called microphone. Anguirus wasn't going to surrender this long sought-for sanctuary to of this monster god, because she's not a monster god; she's a monster goddess. The quadruped
Yeah.
stood his ground. Yeah, Anguirus, you got the wrong terms here.
Hey, Anguirus, learn your genders.
You can't.
Whatever.
The quadruped stood his ground with all four legs, and let loose another wail, followed by a hollow gurgle off at the base of his throat, as the souls decided to slowly summon another monster. Mothra immediately heeded this rebounded warning, and immediately took to it. As she cast a shadow that put him in darkness, she flapped her great wings to produce more winds that uprooted trees and dragged Anguirus backwards. The poor trees. Mothra had protected them earlier, but now she's killing them.
Wow, she's a
Yes.
bigger hypocrite than Gamera.
I know. Also, the harsh wind is helping her now. He he held his ground as well as he could. It was going nowhere, and Mothra decided on a more physical approach at defeating this saurian beast. And she went for an aerial tackle. Smack! She caught the unsuspecting creature in the chest and sent poor Anguirus on his back. Wait, wasn't Anguirus on all fours?
I guess this must have been an impressive smack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was on all fours.
Right.
So
I mean, you could still get him
does
on
that
the
mean that
back.
Mothra somehow went underneath Anguirus and hit him in the chest
I
with
Yeah.
her
say,
with
kind of, yeah.
with how
She must have been riding low.
Mothra attempted to take advantage of this opportunity, but to no avail, as the spiny, whip-like tail of Anguirus came crashing down on the giant with a surprised-sounding shriek. Mothra dropped faster than a sack of bricks, but made all the more impact as her spherical head cracked against the forest floor.
Spherical.
Dazed and confused, and probably falling into a coma without much else to do, she blindly flapped her wings to gain momentum. The ground was no place for a creature of the sky. Unlike Gal, who's a space monster of the ground. A downed bird was a dead bird, even though Mothra is a moth. And the same thing applied to insects like Mothra, okay? This shot in the dark managed to keep Anguirus at bay, for he had been blinded by excessively getting dirt and uprooted trees in his eyes from the harsh winds attacking him, doing more damage than Jack Frost trying to eat him. Mothra was defending this land, even though she kind of destroyed most of the trees, and it seemed as though the land was defending her back, even though the land was being attacked as well. She thanked Mother Nature as she was able to return to the sky, and a humming UFO sound returned to her. Wait, what UFO sound?
Huh.
Are the Exilians back? Are they going to take Mothra and Anguirus to Mars too?
She chirped with relief as she got away from Anguirus, who was now being sucked up by an Exilian spaceship while he was getting trees out of his eyes.
I think the UFO sound just refers to her iconic sort of flying sound, or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's referring to.
Now
I like
Mothra
my
realized
explanation more.
that Anguirus was a monster of the ground and close quarters, not of a distance battle. So this would be the advantage Mothra would have. She decided to let loose golden beams from her antennae, which left scorching black lines, followed by spews of sparks from Anguirus' flesh. He cried out, "The pain!"
The pain! The misery!
The edge.
He spoke out loud in English, "The pain." But it was short-lived, and he recovered. He ran as a start, leapt into the air, missed. Mothra charged with an encore sensation of relief, as she widely turned around to meet her adversary with more antenna beams. Once on his feet, Anguirus once again fell onto his back, wailing, this time out of frustration, the same feeling he had gotten beforehand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pass.
He rolled over onto his feet and lowered himself onto his haunches, looking around suspiciously at the sky that had no longer done him any justice. If any fortune had shined on him then, it would have not been the sky that he would think. Where was
Yeah,
rudely?
fuck you, Scott.
Yeah, fuck you, Sky. Question had been rudely answered to him as more beams scorched the back of his head. Mothra was swooping in from behind. He knew a fatal mistake, for this ankylosaurus came equipped with a carapace filled with spines. He pushed off the ground, and what a fatal mistake it was, for his mark had been hit. Not only was Anguirus able to knock Mothra out of the sky, but he was able to land on his opponent to boot. Surely fortune was able to shine on him, but not for Mothra, who struggled to defend this land as she may. It crushed Dick. Wings drilled full of holes, blood spurting in various directions and flooding it. The force blow. Anguirus saw that this had been a very, very fatal move then. Mothra weakly chirped out to the heavens. The last thoughts and words of the monster god. Had she any words at all? Her head went back, and her eyes
She's not a monster god, she's a monster goddess.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
My bad. Anguirus, with the blood of his opponent running down his back and his own blood running down his neck, chest, and shoulders, had given room for this unfortunate creature. Various wailing sounds filled the sky in unison as he searched around. The souls! Must have been. They were mourning the loss of their guardian. The area was once again still, and an unnerving feeling was rising in the throated chest of Anguirus. Almost a feeling of remorse. This beautiful place had been defiled by his monstrous way of life. Despite the difficulty he had gone through to gain this place, he decided it was not for him, and he left this calm place behind in the whistling wind and flurries of snow. Goodbye was said to him by one long glass hole from one of the Lupatine greeters that he became more and more distant from. He held his head high. There just had to be another place to rest his head for the winter. And that's the most dickish thing you could ever do. Kill a monster and not even bother to use their land.
Yeah,
Winner,
Yes.
Anguirus.
Now they have to go and summon Godzilla, possess Godzilla to kill Anguirus now.
Yeah. This is good guy Anguirus' adventures, but are his true colors exposed? Is Anguirus really not as good of a guy as we made him out to be? Ambiguity.
Find out
folks.
next time.
Actually,
Find out
Mothra
next
was just
time
trying to
on the
kick him
Good
out.
Guy Anguirus show.
Yeah.
Well, the reason he acted like this in this match is because he was cold. When he's cold, he gets pissed off.
That's
Yeah.
fair. The coldness
Anguirus,
of
you're
his
not
heart.
yourself when you're cold.
Yeah. You're not yourself.
Have a Snickers.
Yeah. But honestly, this is a really good match. A really
Yeah.
damn good one. Holy crap.
Yep.
there's a nice tone to it. The monster fighting is like, it's decently paced. It doesn't overstay its welcome or whatever. You get a good idea what's going on, and there's a sort of hauntingness throughout, like either the hauntingness from the cold of the wind of the like of the cold, or hauntingness of
It's haunting yet peaceful at the same time.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
It's
is
like
that why Anguirus left? Because the land is haunted?
pretty much like
Yep.
the souls were all crying for the loss of Mothra. Yeah. So, but this was beautifully written, beautifully executed. Honestly, I do not find a single thing really wrong with it. In some ways, I wish it could go on longer, but honestly, it kind of, didn't overstay its welcome or anything. So, yeah, this is a beautiful match. Oh man.
Definitely
Yes,
one
it
of the
is.
best matches before the
It also has
Gray
a really
Shot
good
era.
banner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Stephanie's a talented writer, and honestly, I wish she would do more because this was gorgeous.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, yeah, this was just simply gorgeous.
I wish she did more matches than Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, despite our, still, MST3King it, yeah, this is honestly a really good read. Really good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
this one was kind of hard to make fun of.
Yep.
Right, and again, the banner is memorable too. Like Mothra's shadow overcast over Anguirus in the land. Just beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, love this match. Love this banner. What else can I say?
I don't think there's anything else that could be said.
It's just
Great.
really damn
It's a
good.
great match.
I'd
Mhm.
say
I
it's
know.
in the top. I would
I
say
don't-
it's in the top 10 best KWCs.
Easily.
Mhm.
I think I can, and now having read it again all these years later, it holds up nicely. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's one of the matches that holds up the best.
oh yeah, easily.
Yep.
Easily.
It's not outdated like the Mechagodzilla versus Mogira match.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It has atmosphere, and there's a reason why the two fight instead of just Anguirus just needs shelter, and Mothra's defending the land.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good motivation. And
Yeah.
hell, Anguirus is given a lot of character in this match.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
Like I said, the way he was characterized, that was just handled beautifully. My goodness.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anything
Yeah,
to
all
say.
he
You guys
wanted
already summed
was
up everything.
Yeah.
a piece of warm land to sleep in, and didn't really want to fight Mothra,
Mm-hmm.
but he had to because he assumed she wanted the land for herself.
Mm-hmm. Right. When in all actuality, she was there just for the spirits and whatnot. So
Yeah,
that was yeah. This is a good one. This is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is.
definitely one of the best
It's
matches.
a great match.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, honest. Yeah,
I'm
I
so-
think we could all unanimously agree. Match 88, easily a fantastic
You know
match.
what we
with a-
should do sometime?
What?
All of us plus the whole KWC, like I don't know, like the fan base or whatever you want to call it, should do a whole consensus, do like a whole poll. Each of us votes what's our favorite match, and then do a consensus on what the top 10 is.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
That's actually a really
See
good
what
idea.
the whole, just see how it goes.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
think there's a I forget if there's a limit of how many polls how many polls TK can hold, but whatever.
No, I'm not referring to that. I mean, like
Oh, just in general.
in a poll, like just make a thread going, hey, let's do this little experiment. Like once match 200 gets released, we could do that poll per se and say, okay, you could vote like 5 matches. Each
Okay.
person can, then we'll tally them up and
Oh, okay.
see which makes it to the top 10.
Okay, yeah, good idea actually.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll keep that one in mind. But well, okay.
Yeah,
this
we'll
is-
wait till 200 is posted.
Right. Well, I mean, this
Mhm.
is like by the time this comes out, 200 will already be posted. So, because
Will it be posted soon?
Yeah, it'll be posted soon. So, at least in
I
relation.
think the
Now
next week.
people know
That's
how
what Gray
far
Shot
back.
said.
Right. Well, this video has been officially dated anyway.
Yep.
But yeah, just gorgeous
All,
match.
all we could say, this match fucking rocks.
Oh heck yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah. Dear Stephanie, please write more. Sincerely, the KWC crew. That was match 88, and we will see you guys next time for match 89. Till then, folks.
It'll probably be boring.
We'll see about that.
Huh.